guess it's knowing where and when to inject the circuit.
Yeah, it's jiggery pokery.
Breaker.
Okay, breaker.
Thank you. Sparky checking in on the roundup.
What are you running, Sparky?
It is a console 2.
Oh man, that's three of us now. You, me, and Train are running our Brady Bunch radios.
Hey, it kind of almost looks like something Greg Brady would build.
Or as Skeeter would say, Greg Brady called, he wants his radio back.
Not sure that's the name of the dad, though. What was the dad's name?
Mike Brady.
It's a Mike Brady radio. Those radios sound good. Good evening there, Sparky. Train on it. Console 2. Yeah, they sound good, and they get right over top of Sweaty Maria, which is still in there.
Oh, really? I haven't heard her.
Yeah. Tune up while I'm signing on here. Okay, step back.
Yep, Sweaty Maria is still on the air in my radio receiver. Countywide.
Countywide in there with a hum.
He made it.
I can get rid of that hum, but it might take a little effort.
Yeah, it's one of those acoustic hums, I guess.
Is it still there?
Yeah.
I gotta wiggle the mic plug, that's all. I'll get it. Still there?
Yeah.
I gotta go to the monitor radio to fix it. But I ain't changing radios, because this is what it is.
What are you running, Trinidad?
No, that doesn't hum. Imperial II with the loose amphenol connector.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll be good for the gate then, because that's got good audio. Because I was listening to that the last gate you did with the helicopters again, and that sounded shattered again. For some reason, it just doesn't sound good. Everybody sounds a little fuzzy around the edges. But that Imperial has real nice audio.
Well, it's an odd thing with that Hallicrafters. It sounds one way on the gate, but it sounds a whole lot different here in the shack.
Yeah, I know. But it used to sound really good on the gate, too. Well, I guess that was your old tablet, but heck, one of the best recordings I heard of my Galaxy was through that radio. You know, back 2 years ago, I guess now, but it used to sound really good. I don't know what it is now that makes it sound, rough around the edges.
Yeah, I don't know either. Wow, I can't get rid of this hum. That's annoying. I hadn't moved the radio since the last time I used it. But I guess the mic connector got bumped into. There it is. Ha ha ha. Just have to move it around to the right position. But it's gone now. Monitor radio helps. And I don't know what it is about that Hallicrafters and not coming through on the tablet as good as it sounds here in the shack, because it's about the best high fidelity radio I have sitting here in person. But good evening all on Classic Radio Roundup. Night Train, Sparky, Sandbagger, Chuck down there in Chester County, and whoever else, all the Sandbaggers. 27115 Classic Radio Roundup.
Yeah, I was doing my video gating for the first half hour or so, just because I knew you weren't going to be there. But I'll probably stop that because the file size gets way too big.
Well, you got to save it in GP3, and that's all right. You get the first part, and I'll get the rest as it's rolling.
Hello there, Countywide. Night Train on is Console 2 from SBE, along with a SBE amplified microphone. So this way, we know what we're running when we hear the gate.
Now, if I'd have known it was SBE night, I could have got down to Trinidad and put that online, but this one's sitting here ready to go. And I'm running a little late to the show, so it is what it is.
It doesn't really matter, man. Classic Radio Roundup, man. Where classic radios rock.
I do like these 13 glow-on glass tubes in this Imperial.
Wouldn't it be nice if there was a such thing as a SBE, man? With like 17 tubes in it, Bagger, what you think?
A tube SBE?
There is.
There is.
Where?
They made a lot of ham radios.
They're in the halls of unobtainium.
Yeah, the halls of unobtainium.
Yeah, they're probably on some glass shelf, man. You know. I think a whole lot of these people's engineering, though.
2.9 miles. Why, is that you right there? Yeah, well, Roger. Yeah, 10 volt.
And the ears are sharp. What you think, Bagger?
Oh, look at my square shop. What's sharp?
The ears on the SBE console, too.
Actually, I'm not all that impressed with mine. It's just not nearly as sharp as some of the other radios I have.
Roller inductor.
Yeah, mine is sharp as a bowling ball, man. I mean, sharper than a bowling ball.
Bowling ball.
I say.
Well, I'm hearing the Midwest coming in out there. I wonder if we'll have Mr. Murphy and gang, or maybe even Doc Hammer in the Wheatfields or something.
Yeah, I'm hearing quite a few voices. That's how I was kind of judging the ears. They're nice and clear out in the distance. I know they're long distance stations.
This Imperial acts like it has a preamp on all the time. If you want it to receive like a normal radio, you got to roll the RF gain back.
Roger that.
I hear stuff on this Imperial I don't hear on some of them other radios.
Yeah, so me would have to use Browning with the trams. Now, SBE was supposedly competing with Browning and Tram. Is that the truth, Dave?
Well, I don't know if you would say that. I mean, it's a whole different class altogether. I mean, you know, on the top tier you had Browning and you had Tram. They were the top two radios. And then right underneath it you had the high gain Utopia. And then right underneath that you had the Cobra 135, the Pierce Simpson Simba, the Royce 640. They were the real fancy dancy radios. And then kind of right in there too, right in there you had the Midland 898, you had the SBE console too, you had the T-Berry, there's a couple others like that. But you know, they to say they were all in the same category, it would probably be a little dishonest.
Don't forget the Fannin Fanfare 880.
Yeah, and the Regency CR123.
Well, you know, I'm pretty sure that most everybody had one high-end radio that they would probably put up there.
We had a Fannin Fanfare 880 in 1974.
There was a breaker out there. Let that breaker go. Hey, 427, welcome to the Roundup. Yeah, it's Sparky up here this way. Sounding good. 427 in Norristown.
Hey, last time he was in here, he couldn't hear none of us. Now he's hearing somebody.
Wow.
I'm actually in my mobile.
Hello, 427 around Norristown. 441 the Spitfire up here around PP Town. Yeah, thanks for checking into the Roundup. The more the merrier.
That must be pocket change.
I remember pocket change from back in the 29 days.
Well, that'd be him.
Yeah, we came across that sometime recently. We worked that out. He knew me as Spitfire, but not countywide radio.
Well, that's because you didn't do the countywide radio until you got up here.
Yeah, and that was all a lampoon anyway.
Hey, they were good times. Well, yeah, it started off that way. It was lampooning worldwide stuff.
You're only worldwide if Mother Nature allows you. But you can be countywide if you set your station up right.
Yeah, they were definitely... Yeah, we're block-wide. Great times.
Oh, yeah, I remember them 29 days fondly, man. That was a blast.
Yep.
That's when I was running my TRC 441 3-knob Navajo.
Wow. Alright, fellas, I just wanted to jump in there and say hi, man, and it's good hearing everybody. I hope everybody has a great day tomorrow. God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.
Take care there, Pocket Change. Thanks for stopping by. 441 the Spitfire on this antique glowing glass radio.
That's all right, God bless.
With my D104 on my glowing glass Class AB1 push-pull high-level plate modulator. I don't suppose you got a chance to look at that data sheet, Dave, for the 250TH?
No, I was busy today, and then I forgot completely about it.
Well, this weekend's project is to install that roller inductor and see what happens.
Roll in, get those inductors rolling.
And I ran that across the front of the video gate so you can see what that big honking piece of equipment looks like.
Yeah, I've seen them before. Matter of fact, I have one in my big tuner. I got the 3 kilowatt or whatever, 1.5 kilowatt antenna tuner. It's got a roller inductor in it. I have yet to hook that up though. I want to hook it up and see what it does, but the freaking thing is big. It won't fit on my shelf here.
Well, this inductor here, it's just the inductor, but it looks like military surplus if you ask me. Not certain of that, but it looks like. And it uses real live porcelain. Now ain't no plastic junk here.
Oh, that's old school. Porcelain's good because porcelain won't arc or it won't burn carbon tracing. You can't burn a carbon trace in porcelain. Or ceramic.
Yeah, it's real live ceramic porcelain. Ain't no junk.
Yeah, no junk in the trunk. Oh man, this is driving me nuts. I got 30 relay contacts in my my little amp here. I gotta keep flicking the mic.
You know what else is interesting about it? What makes me think it's military, it has matching serial numbers. In other words, each major component has a serial number on it. The mounting plate, the porcelain spacers, the inductor itself, and they all have the same serial number.
It's a match set. I think I might be hearing somebody way out there, like them guys in Delaware, maybe. Mexico sort of faded out.
Yeah, they're on down here.
The concurrent classic radio roundup.
What's wrong with it, man? Evening, Chuck.
To my quad and they're gone.
Good evening, Chuck.
Hello?
Oh, I see the repeater's back in this place.
Yeah, it's back. I may or may not get over there with the Spectrum Analyzer on Friday. It's the plan, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think it's got decent because I heard Roger beep on me while I was still keyed. I wanted to see if it was passing audio.
Yeah, I didn't hear any audio. It must be a decent situation. It's the Condominium Association. Took it down. The Mouse Condo Association. You know how we were talking a while ago when Echolink was running to put a computer over there, blah-de-de-blah? Well, just for fun, when I was over there the other day, I brought up my smartphone and I was able to get Wi-Fi through my Comcast account. So there's a house close enough that I could actually do that now.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep. With all them big McMansions over there, somebody's got Comcast. So I could hook up on Wi-Fi. And to get a good connect, I'd probably have to make a CAN antenna, but it would certainly be doable.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with a little extra Wi-Fi gain antenna like that one Arch got, that would work.
Yep. Inside the building, my phone wouldn't connect, but as soon as I stood outside, I got 2 Wi-Fi bars, and I was able to connect on Wi-Fi. Like, oh man, a little too late.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to need to bring my signal generator over there too, because I think it's more than a D-Sense issue. I think there's a noise floor issue.
Well, there may be. Seems like everywhere I go anymore, there's a noise floor.
Because I can't always even kerchunk it.
You have to wear soft shoes if you don't want no noise floor.
Right.
Off with the word games.
Break 1-3, break 1-3. Okay, breaker. Hey, this is Radio Station 104, the Roach, Denver, Pennsylvania. Just looking to check into the Classic Radio Roundup. Hello, Roach. Welcome to the Roundup. How is everybody tonight? Well, I think we're hanging in there. We're still alive and kicking. That's worth something, I guess. Yeah, roger that. Roger that. Beep.
Yeah, and Roach, you got acknowledged by the concurrent Classic Radio Roundup, so you must be getting out in both directions.
Yeah, Mr. Roach, how are you?
Beep.
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 Yeah, I got a copy out there. Who is it?
Did I hear Bluebird?
I heard somebody out there.
Bluebird?
Roach, you have a copy? I said, yeah, I got a copy, and then I didn't hear him again. They're real low in the distance.
Hey, can you turn the beep off?
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Sorry. How's that, better?
Excellent, yes.
I swear that comeback was. I heard him say Bluebird.
Yeah, but I don't think that was Bluebird. We know.
With the documents in the trunk?
Just fast forward to 9 minutes and 15 seconds into the video and you get the treat of your life. I posted another segment of videos today, including the one where all you guys were shooting guns.
Yeah, he almost got knocked over.
Yeah, the recoil almost knocked him on his butt, man.
Yeah, there's more recoil there than weight in his body.
Yeah, you and Gene and number 7. Just slinging lead.
That rifle that number 7 was shooting is now mine.
What, an AK?
It's an SKS, but yeah.
Oh, okay, you got that off of him, huh?
That's right.
Yeah, your poor little nose in the gap was jamming up. That's a shame. Yeah, go ahead.
That was Polish ammo, believe it or not, and it was enameled steel case enameled shells, and the rifle would get hot and they'd freaking stick in there.
No, that's never good.
That's why I don't buy any more of that. I buy the Russian surplus. Forget the Polish. You got to get copper washed if you're going to get steel case. Stay away from the enameled cases.
That was pretty cool you put that section in there for 05. Yeah.
but I want to keep it. I want to keep it. You know, I don't want it to turn into a a gene bashing kind of thing, but just more or less informational kind of stuff. Truth, but not anything else.
Sometimes the truth hurts.
Well, yeah, the truth does hurt. That's true about that. Sometimes. That's funny. I think I cleaned my relay contact enough to go through the rest of the night tonight, hopefully.
There was another break in there.
Go ahead, Breaker.
Come on, Breaker, take it while the window's open.
Nah, I never got much to say. Just saying hi. I'm always on the road doing something for the wife.
That's 1540. Good evening.
Yeah, it's me. How's everyone doing?
Good, man. Running some old classic radio stuff.
Yeah, God's very cool. Yeah, I got the new radio running a little better than the old one.
Yeah, it's very soft. What are you running now?
Galaxy 959.
Oh, yeah. 959. Very popular radio. But not a classic.
Not a classic, of course.
Yeah, but your participation is still appreciated on Classic Radio Roundup. It's all about the fun.
Yeah, 10-4. I'm going to sit back here, and you guys have a good night.
So, were you guys in on that skip from Puerto Rico today? We try to ignore the Puerto Mexican Cubans.
Yeah, if it's not European skip, it's ho-hum. Or stateside people I know. Starting to sound like Uncle Al.
Yep.
After you've already talked to the world, local skip doesn't really get exciting.
Yep, 10-4, we have a copy on that breaker. Go ahead.
Hey, Sparky, how we sound at 427 in the base? I just want to try this out to make sure you guys can hear me.
I would say you're much louder. 427 on the base down there. Yep, we hear you, no problem.
All right, Rascal, I appreciate the audio check, man. This Wednesday night thing is great. I'm hoping more people get involved and we can bring the homie back.
Hey, 10-4. It's back. It's been back. That's what's kind of cool about it. And then we got eBay, which helps us out.
Yeah, Classic Radio Roundup's been rolling for 8 years now and has increased. I say we've influenced the increase in price of classic CB radios on the Bay.
I'm hearing so many people at it. I had no idea that this many people outside the trucking community actually use these citizen band radios anymore. It's pretty awesome.
Well, you got a bad habit of just jumping in there.
CB radio. It's not just for truckers anymore.
Years. And I came back and I love seeing that some of the older guys are still involved in it, man. It's truly a blessing to go through life, go through the ins and outs and still be able to come back, and a lot of the good people are still here, Roger.
CB radio, the hobby that never was supposed to be.
Yeah. All right, fellas, like I said, I just wanted to get an audio check and see how we were sounding tonight for the base.
And the hobbyist side is the ones that driven it all. Certainly wasn't the business users.
Yeah, I was getting killer noise on that other one.
104, what'd you say?
On the Eagle 5000.
Yeah.
So,
I was saying that I was responding to your comment, and I was saying since I got on the air in November that I was really amazed at how many people out there are back on the radio again. and that I was pretty impressed. I thought it was just a bunch of truck drivers that it was limited to. I didn't know it really was in this hobby anymore. Not since the 90s.
Well, it never really completely died.
Over 20-some years. Fun. I mean, just a lot of people got old, they had kids, and, now people are getting back into it.
Yeah, roger that. Hey, man, this D104 aesthetic ham light you passed me, man, it's really jamming, man. I'm impressed with it. And I thank you again for this.
And Classic Radio Roundup's been going on for 8 years now, and we're no truckers, we're all hobbyists.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like I said, I go back quite a ways. I go back to 1978. I've been off the radio for about 20 years. I jumped back on. I found out through the grapevine that these guys have this, and I think it's absolutely fantastic.
Let's try the +3 out and see how this thing works.
Sounds really good. Really good.
I appreciate it.
How about since I put this mic in, how does it sound your way?
All this fun.
I heard some other people out there shouting from me earlier. I wasn't able to get back to them if you're still out there. And, yeah, I apologize, and you can come back. What? Yeah, earlier when I first keyed on, I heard somebody shouting for me.
Hey, I just found out about this radio roundup maybe about a month ago. Again, like I said, I think it is absolutely fantastic that they actually have shit like this type of forum, because if you sit back and listen, you can find all kind of information that you either forgot or technology's changed so much that you can pretty much catch up on shit,
Yeah, roger that. I think, back in, I guess, the end of November, beginning of December is when I found out about the Classic Radio Roundup. And, I was just scanning through the bands, just talking to whoever wanted to talk when Sparky keyed back. He's like, yeah, welcome to the Classic Radio Roundup. And I was like, oh, awesome. Okay, thank you. And that was it.
Classic Radio Roundup 27115, where everything is old is new again.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, listen, I told you before, everything I'm running is from about 1978. That's what I always say, me and my 1978 base station.
I'm working my 1969 glow and glass Regency Imperial.
I got a 1978 Cobra 142 GTL. I got a classic Screaming Eagle mic, and right now I'm talking off a 1972 GE Mobile. That's what I'm running right now, and I love my old radios.
That's funny, my Cobra 142 GTL, that's my newest CB radio. Everything else I have is older than that.
That is absolutely awesome.
It comes right behind GM up alongside there.
Nothing like old school shit.
My favorite radios are the ones that glow in the dark.
That's right. Glowing glass, kicks ass.
Yeah, they call that Cold War era nuclear power.
Same on the mess. Same.
Double sideband, single sideband, AM compatible. Regency Imperial II glow and glass radio.
And it is SBE night, so I brought out the old console too.
Yes, it is.
Just in case there's a gate around the gate. Is the gate open? I mean, left the gate open.
I have a microphone for one of those SBE2s. And, yeah, if I can find it, you're more than welcome to it, Sparky.
The video gate is rolling for your future viewing pleasure.
Why, thank you on both accounts. I do have a stock mic for that radio. It's got the red push button on there.
Yeah, the one that I got, it's a desktop microphone.
And we'll have a split gate this week. I did the first 38 minutes, and Pete's doing the rest.
Very cool.
On my high fidelity class AB1 push-pull high-level plate modulator. Not to be confused with an explosive space modulator.
The space modulator?
Double. Not to be confused with the space modulator, explosive type.
Oh no, the U-238 explosive space modulator. I will use it to blow up the Earth.
I could put digital wallpaper up on the dash of my car. And ever since we talked about that, I looked for a picture of Marvin the Martian. I got Marvin and K9 up on my dashboard.
Oh no.
Hey, somebody out there has got a really cool radio, and I'm not sure who it is, but somebody else out there knows who they are. But anyway, whenever they key down, I hear this sound. It sounds like kind of like when the skip is rolling in, and you hear that when they key up. Man, that thing sounds really awesome.
Somebody with a drifting oscillator heterodyning on the rest of the signals.
No, he's talking about Skeeter. He's talking about...
There's a long ping.
Oh, you talking about the Browning squeal?
That's what he's talking about.
I could do that with a non-Browning radio, and people accuse me of running a Browning.
Shame on the mess. Hey, 104, you are loud as hell.
Thank you. Maybe I should turn it down a little bit, you're saying?
Negative, dude. Loud in a good way.
That.
Countywide.
What are they talking about? This kind of sound when you key up.
I gotta take this D104 down to R&R at some point, maybe Saturday, and get it wired up for my Cobra. Hopefully you made that jumper so I can use it on both radios.
I can wire it for you, or you can have them make a jumper so you can interchange it. They also they sell different, like little boxes you can plug any microphone into it.
Yeah, I know. Russ is a person made me a jumper. I just would like to see what this sounds like on my Cobra, because I can actually hear the power supply coming through my GE.
Yeah, roger that. And that sound, because another guy keyed in the same time as you. Yeah, the sound, it's kind of like, not the distortion you get when you're, playing with the clarifier, but it sounds like, when the ionosphere drops down, and you have all these different communicators from all over the whatever region this skip is rolling from, and they all sync right down over top of you at one time. You get this sound that sounds like it starts out as a low pitch hum, and then it gets really loud, or a really high pitch hum, and it gets really low. And it's like really cool sound. Anyway, somebody out there has a radio that does that every time they key. It's really awesome.
Or you can do that.
The Browning, Eagle.
No, it's not. He's not talking about that.
Yeah, it's like one that drops a little in frequency. What's up, Ron?
Yeah. When it keys up and it drops in frequency, that's the way it is. It's the old radios.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Yellowbird, that does that. And there was a couple of Midland Cybernet chassis, mid-70s vintage that would do that too.
My Shakespeare 740 will do that with the glow-on-glass chassis and the solid-state PLL.
Yeah, Skeeter runs a Browning, but that's not the sound that he's talking about right now.
Yeah, that's what me and him were talking about. We were talking about it earlier. That's why he says one other person knows what I'm talking about. It's Skeeter's radio when it opens up.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about there, 427, but this is a different sound. This isn't that Browning squeal. This is another sound. I'm not sure, how much skip you're listening to lately, but Anyway, you can literally hear it sounds like the frequency is dropping, like it's phasing slightly off frequency, but the modulation is still in there, nice and strong. It's kind of hard to explain, but anyway, it's a really cool sound.
Yeah, I stand corrected because I
Like that.
earlier, a couple hours ago, we were just talking about that brownie sound.
Yeah, we were talking about the browning sound the other day, and then you brought that browning sound up tonight. And yeah, the browning does have a kind of a whistle when you key up. They call it the screaming eagle sound. But yeah, no, this is a different sound that I'm talking about tonight that I just heard.
Breaker. Yeah, like that sound.
Yeah, right.
Certain stuff like that, I think it sounds absolutely great.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I'm not sure whose radio it was out there. I don't hear them now, but when I hear them, I apologize if I key up over you. I'm just going to shout out that sound right there when I hear it again.
Yeah, that other guy, whoever was talking, got a nice sounding bass. Whoever that was, you got some good audio.
There was a breakout there. That's Skeeter. Hello, everybody. Lhasa Apsu, base station. Checking into the roundup.
Hello, Skeeter.
What is that key up you got?
It's an old D104.
So for. Well, anyway, Lhasa Apsu checking into the roundup here, and you sound good.
Yeah, this is Brady Bunch night, so, be prepared.
Uh-oh. Brady Bunch, must be the SBE console night.
Well, it's SBE night, but so far Train and Sparky and myself chose in the console too as our representative example of SBE. I could have grabbed the Trinidad, but it was easier to grab the console too.
I wish I still had my Trinidad. Dr. Hammer has it now.
Yeah, Trinidad's a good radio. Had some nice receive audio.
There was one on the bay for like $10 just yesterday or something.
Yeah, $10 now, and then 2 seconds before the auction ends, it'll get bid up to 100.
Hey guys, I'm pretty much wiped out over here because I got that train rolling in. But I guess I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, the train will come and then the train will go.
Hello.
And then there's Night Train. Where did he go?
Main question is, where did my beer go? My wife left in the Jeep, and my beer was in the back seat, and she's gone, and I'm crying.
I'll teach you to leave your beer in the car and not bring it in the house.
I woke up, I got upstairs, and then I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, Jonesed again.
Nice shape. Hey, Sparky.
I'm very thirsty. Go ahead.
Hey, this is Aquaman. How do you copy?
I do copy station, yes. Who was that again?
This is Aquaman.
Oh, Aquaman. Hey, welcome to Classic Radio Roundup.
Hey, thank you. Check out Realistic TRC 476.
Does anybody else hear him?
No, I don't.
I'm on a TRC 476.
Oh, TRC 476, copied. Battery went out in my monitor there.
Hate when that happens.
Quick presto change-up. I was like, man, I'm sounding bad. Cool, Collegeville checking in, man. Bunch of check-ins tonight. I bet you it's almost like 15 people already.
Well, you make sure you keep track of that stuff. That's your job.
Sadly, I do when I'm on the other band.
Well, that's still your job.
That's Gene's job. Gene, if you're listening, good evening. I missed to say hello to him earlier. I heard him. He's too busy digging for the console. I was like, where did... Uh-oh. And luckily I got clear bin. Hey, but I did fix that end too. I'm going to bring that back on the air. We'll see if it holds up.
Oh, the one with the blown out MOSFETs?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Maybe we'll do a separate section or something for blown up stuff.
Well, that's what I did. I created another thread because I don't want that polluting the 05 memorial thread.
Cool. All right, that makes sense.
So I made a new thread. I moved because Night Ranger commented on right after you about his exploits, so I just moved his post over there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I thought about that too. I was like, man, you know what? It will turn into a troubleshooters. You know what I mean? Somebody will chime in, oh, you can fix it by doing that. Yeah, and it would pull down from the local feel of it.
Yeah, like I said, you know, the one thread said it's all about anecdotes from Gene and things like that. And if you want to do how I sourced my first radio thread, well, we could do that too. Let's do it in a different place.
Anybody from China, hold on.
Well, the 05 Institute of Technology can be about fixing things too, so there you have it.
Yeah, as long as it's not a Porsche or a boat or a Hyundai.
Yeah, he did not look at all like I pictured him to look. You know how that goes, right?
Oh yeah. You never met him. That's right. So I guess the picture is there. Well, that's the only way you'll see.
Oh, that's nice and quiet now. I got no skip.
Yeah, I mean, once the sun goes down, all that nonsense should fade away at some point.
Well, it depends. I remember you were working Skip, weren't you, about till 10:30 at night, right? A couple weeks ago?
That's correct. We're opportunists.
Radio opportunists.
Equal opportunity employer.
Equal opportunity offenders. We don't care who we offend. Oh, you know what? I got the noise reduction on. Don't need that. Not on this radio.
It's time for the summer spring skip season.
Yeah, it shouldn't start for another month yet, though.
It varies. That's why they call it sporadic E.
Yeah, sporadic static.
Sporadic intermittency.
Because it's not predictable. It's sporadic. Classic Radio Roundup 27115 on the AM radio dial.
What's the channel that keeps you alive? It's 27.115 on your AM radio dial.
Shameless plug, WRDV, Big Band Taxi, 12 to 3.
Yeah, when's that? Monday?
That's right, this coming Monday, April 4th. Is it April 4th?
I believe so.
89.3 on your FM dial.
How about a breaker out there for that weasel? Where you at, weasel?
I'm right here on the road, you know, up on Bridge Street on 23.
Well, our little radio works. How about it? Sounds good.
Yep, you're losing out. I'm making lots of money and you're yapping.
Well, the radio sounds good. I don't know about the guy working it.
He's yapping and pegging my needle at the same time.
Yeah, buddy.
Make sure you put some gas in that truck.
No, I gotta suck it out and put it in my lawnmower.
Just don't get caught with home heating oil in it.
That's gasoline in that one. That's the Lhasa Apso workmobile out there.
That's not a diesel?
No, it's a gas job.
I know a guy who drives a big old box truck and delivering furniture all over like the east here. And it's one of them natural gas, propane, whatever vehicles. He got pulled over by DOT and they said, I'm going to open your fuel tank and take a dip. I want to check your fuel. He says, the hell you are.
Not unless you want to hump gas fumes.
Oh, I think they're compressed to like 5,000 pounds or something. You want that cap in your face?
You tell him, yeah, go ahead. I'll be over there, way over there, while you do it.
He says, oh, my mistake. Carry on.
I wasn't even aware that they did that many checks for. I mean, you know, they obviously have dyed diesel and clear diesel and all that, and I didn't really realize they did that many frequent checks of it, though.
Apparently they do. Whenever they do DOT inspections, it seems to happen. But yeah, the diesel that we burn at work is dyed red. On-road taxed diesel is not dyed. If it's for off-road use, it's dyed.
Yeah, well, that makes sense, because you can always add dye to clear and make it dyed, but you can't undye it. So that's the tax stuff is clear.
Yay, delivery came.
What, a beer?
Yeah, let me bump this up a little here. There we go. Yep, special delivery. Well, kind of balanced out. I carried that and a big giant bag of groceries in the other hand.
Hey, Weasel, the gun raffles this weekend, Saturday. I guess he can't make it.
Weasel's in the mud.
Each one of them there in the years.
Man, if he drove out of range that quick, man, he must be on turbo.
That I believe, but he is in the Los Angeles workmobile. Mud duck mobile.
I hear that mud duck mobile all around.
Which one, mine?
No, the Lhasa Apso. I can hear him in all kinds of places when he's out there.
Except now. I know right where to key it up at.
Yeah, the top of the hills, not in the dales. Don't do that.
Oh man, I'm getting real tired all of a sudden.
I still gotta go to work.
I still have to go to bed.
I wish I could say that.
Yeah, I'd rather go to bed than go to work. Of course, that'll happen tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I gotta go to work and then I'll go to bed.
Quick frequency check. Oh yeah. Yep, this is channel 13.
Break.
Got it, break.
Alright, this is the number 104 Roach. I'm back in here. So listening to Sparky talking about his wife ran away with the beer, so I thinking to myself, you know what? While the train's rolling in, I'm gonna roll out, head over to the Acme and grab myself some beer.
There you go.
3 cheers for beer. Hip hip.
3 cheers for beer. Here's another line.
Get over here. Anyway, yeah, so I grabbed myself a 6-pack of lager.
I'm waiting for that Yingling summer wheat to come back out, and I'm going to go get me a barrel.
That was good stuff.
I know. I got an empty barrel sitting here just waiting for it to come rolling out, and I'll go exchange the empty one for a full one.
So it comes out once a year?
That's right. Hence the name, summer wheat.
So you had the empty since last year?
No, it's a different empty, but I got an empty, and I'm not going to get a full till I get what I want.
Ah, I see.
That was the winter beer that got drained. Now it's time for summer beer. Goose Island 60-minute IPA.
That's pretty cool. It made me laugh. How they can call these beers basically anything. They could call it barrel top of, spare tire or something, and it's the name of the beer.
Schnitzel Fritz beer.
I like that the Lennon Kugel Summer Shandy. That's pretty good once in a while too.
Break. I'll stick to the old number 33.
Go ahead, Breger.
You guys are loud tonight.
We're doing our thing on Classic Radio Roundup.
That's right.
Yeah, SB console too, man. Still getting out.
Class AB1 high level push-pull modulator.
Time for your credit card.
Okay, so I found a trick. The trick is I switch it to upper sideband, and I readjust my clarifier. I can get that train squeal here, some of the... Switch it back to the AM. That's how I gotta get around this train squeal.
Notched it out of there.
Yeah. There's enough filtering you can do that. But it's just a carrier.
Yeah, that was one of the mud duck avoidances back in the day. They try and drop an AM carrier on you while you're on sideband. You just move.
Yeah, just slip the clarifier off and you're good to go. Right in the middle.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, drop it to 4 real quick.
Yeah, roger that. Dropping the 4.
Who was that, Jerry down in Norristown?
Everything's coming in good tonight.
You guys got a lot of noise level tonight?
Earlier, not so much now.
Always quiet at the Lhasa Apsu homestead.
I had skipland interference earlier, but it seems to have gotten a bit quieter.
Quiet over here.
I don't know what it is. It's like you guys are all in the red tonight. I mean, everybody's like way up there.
Countywide.
Block wide. Lhasa Apsu base station.
Daggone, man. You push this needle any further, you're going to bend it.
Well, I had to stretch it out a little bit.
I never seen the needle go past 40 dB. That's the end of the scale. You pushed it up to where if there was a 60, that's where it would be. It hit the daggone stop. I never seen this radio hit the stop.
Gonna have to bust out the attenuator.
Roll back the RF gain for when the Skeeter keys up.
Skeeter's giving me about 20 over.
I don't feel so bad now.
Yeah, you give me 30 over on this radio, but he just pushed it to the 60, which isn't even on the scale.
Who gives you 30?
Sparky gives me 30. You give me a 8 or a 9.
Okay, I was gonna say, I didn't expect all that much out of me. Yeah, you gotta be close by.
Well, Skeeter's less than 2 miles from me, and Sparky's maybe 3 or 4.
And I'm 10. Yeah, and then I'm probably further than that. I cracked open that Yaesu, been doing some work to it. It's getting there.
Oh, you're that guy. You're doing much better on this band than you were on that band last Sunday.
Well, I'm on the 737 on this band, and the 737 it works really well on this band. Is that the guy down here with the wire antenna? That was a while ago when I did that. I still have dipoles, but they're for 40, 80 and 40. What'd you put up now, IMAX? Yeah, about a month or so ago. Yeah, I put up an IMAX up there, and then I got some other stuff, 2 meter. Okay, yeah, my 2 meters right here too. I gotta fix the connector, then I get it back on the air. Where's the operator on?
He was in there.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, boy.
I gotta stretch. I'm starting to nod off here. Get on the floor and do some sit-ups. Oh no, that's too much work. Well, that's what wakes you up.
I can't go to sleep. I just started drinking.
I can't start drinking because I got to go to work. That'll be reserved for tomorrow, Thirsty Thursday, Cold Corona Friday.
There you go.
Yeah, well, hey, if you're going over to the farm or something, you know, you said maybe Friday. Let me know.
Yeah, I'll send you a text if I go over there Friday. I don't think I'm going over there tomorrow. I'll be too tired. And I got to lug all my equipment, throw it in the trunk and everything, and I ain't doing that tonight.
Too much like work.
Yeah, I'm usually, I'm good with some hand tools, so if you want, I could help you out.
There's really no tools required except for my insulated screwdriver.
Is
See, it's red in color. Plastic screwdriver with metal tips. Hey, I hear audio. Seems like there's a noise level, though.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, there's an external noise level. That may not even be decent, because I can't even hardly key it up. But it's got audio.
Maybe that's the problem the whole time.
Yeah, I'll go over there and give it a tune-up anyway when I get a chance. Yeah, it is working. Yeah, I can copy it, but I'm not going to make it. I know it.
Okay.
Because you got noise coming through, and I don't think that's decent. I think that's local noise. I'll have to sniff that out. But it's passing audio. That means it's not broke. Just needs a tune-up.
So you have to fix it.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it wasn't broke when I did the test on the controller itself. Just a tune-up issue.
Chase some of those mice out of there.
Yeah, I gotta bring the signal generator over with me and then I'll be able to tell.
That's cool. The same radio I was listening to AM 740 on, I just punched up to 6, man. I love those all-in-one radios.
I have one that does that. My Kenwood TH6, TF6 or something. It's DC to daylight, all mode.
Yeah, I use it to listen to FM radio, mono, albeit, but yeah, a bunch of stuff. And now I got this little mini laptop that sits on top of HRD. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll use mine and listen to shortwave broadcast with it at work.
And what's cool, I'll learn that one, and then I'll put the 857 in the ride, and I'll know it.
6 megahertz, Radio Havana, Cuba. That's always entertaining.
To play Cuban music?
Yeah, in fact they do.
I like Cuban music.
Yeah, they play good music. You know, they'll always, every 15 minutes or so, they'll throw in a song. I think on Sunday nights or Saturday nights, they'll play more songs in a row, but they always throw in one song in a half an hour's time or so.
Yeah, hoochie coochie.
I've been listening to that station since the Cold War was still on. And you'll hear DXers Unlimited. He has a program in there. I think like 20 minutes to the hour or something. I forget. He's pretty regular. Charlie Oscar 2 Kilo Kilo. Arnie Coro. I've worked him on 6 and 10 meters both. Got the QSL card.
Yeah, they speak English on there.
Oh, yeah, sure they do. You know, they got to spew out their propaganda towards us.
Yeah, if they want us to understand it, they're going to have to speak our language.
Come to our island. Let us pick your pockets.
See, the Cuban people like us. It's their government that does not.
And you know what I say about governments?
Yeah, I'm on board with that. They're overgrown tentacle monsters that need calling back. The Constitution was written to protect the people from the government, not the other way around. They may have it in theirs, but it ain't in mine.
That's why I said that.
Alright, where's quarter wave Dave, man? We're getting dangerously close to slipping off that slippery slope again.
You know it has to happen at least once a week.
Well, yeah, there's always a political reference and a 05 reference. That much is pretty much a standard fare for classic radio roundup.
Just to let those who are listening know that we know.
That I know, that you know, that you know that I know.
You know and I know.
And you ain't gonna do nothing.
Quit talking about him, he's dead.
'Cause you can't. Did anybody post up any 05 gate on there yet?
That's coming.
I guess you could always just link it to a YouTube video or something.
Well, I don't think there's any YouTube videos of him on the air other than playing with the amplifiers, but I've got all kinds of gates, some of which are probably way too long. I gotta find a couple of really funny ones, and I'll see if I can post those.
You gotta find the one where him and I are playing Echo Mic night.
Yeah. It only gets worse.
I mean, it's easier sometimes to link to a YouTube, just you put the audio, the gate of the audio to some visual or something, you run it through whatever video, service you have on your computer.
Oh, just post it to YouTube as a hosting source. Yeah, that's true. That's got possibilities.
Yeah, all you need to do is put up a picture of a radio and run the audio with it.
Yeah, I'd have to import it into some kind of video editing software, I guess, and then just put some sort of still or rapidly changing or occasionally changing stills.
This is 104 back in here.
Yeah, Roger, right on.
How about it, Ron? You still in there? It's negative contact on Ron. Anyway, this is the Merch, number 104, hanging out.
Yeah, does that thing sound crunchy to you, or is it just me?
I don't think it's crunchy.
Countywide.
Oh, maybe it's just the mic.
Are you talking about my radio or something else?
I worked on my N2 today. I got my N2 working again. I was talking about your radio. It sounds over mod or something, but I think it's just that stock mic you got on there.
Yeah, no, I changed it to the D104 handheld mic, and I do have it cranked up a little bit. Let me turn it down.
Crunch and munch.
Alright, now I got it turned down to power level 6. It was all the way out. So, a bit more pleasing.
Yeah, thank you.
That's more better.
Okay, then number 6 is where it stays.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good. You wouldn't want to put it on number 7 because number 7 might get upset.
It'll become a conspiracy.
Leisure, number 7. Haven't heard him in a while.
No, it's just kind of interesting to see him shooting guns today.
Where does he go? To that open range out by Limerick?
More or less.
Yeah, it was, that's the two places that I've gone is French Creek Outfitters in Phoenixville, and then there's a big open range, outdoor, free to the public, and that's out by Limerick.
Out by Limerick? I don't know one by Limerick, but I know one at French Creek. That's an open public range. Where's the public range around Limerick?
That will be, I'm sorry, that'd be French Creek. I apologize.
Yeah, but that particular video with that Dave's talking about was taken at Boyertown Rod and Gun.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Our front yard works pretty good.
I'll play with the 22 in the yard, but anything else makes too much noise.
Yeah, tracks unwanted attention.
And definitely, like, that's not the 30-06. Our driveway, you'll probably pick up about 200 or 300 223 shells.
223 from your driveway? Oh my.
Man, I'll tell you, one time I shot a Desert Eagle. That was the last time, man.
He turned that gain right up again.
Over anticipated the recoil, and it came down a little bit low. And I had to take 2 steps backwards to keep the gun from flying back. Yeah, well, it still came up over my head. And dove a little bit low, peeled the grass back like sod, came back up. And then the second time, I pulled the trigger on that gun, same day. I missed the target, and I hit the 4x4 holding the target up, and exploded that frickin' 4x4. The target fell over. So that was enough for me as a Desert Eagle. Not a practical weapon for me. But yeah, I'm more partial to like 45.
Yeah, M1911, 45 ACP.
Yeah, now that's like the BMW pistol. I had a SIG P220 45 auto, and man, you talk about smooth handling. That gun was literally like the BMW or the Ferrari of pistols. Whatever you look at, you hit.
My wife can take my 1911 and hit a 1-foot square target 200 yards away with it. Stops the whole gun range, and they all look at her and say, does she know she's not supposed to be able to do that? I said, don't tell her. You can run away, but you're just going to die tired.
Yeah, like who does that? Like nobody. That's impressive. That's extremely impressive. I mean, people are having problems with a well-sighted, long gun at 200 yards. I mean, I've seen guys do that at 50, but not 200.
Yep, the wife can take my U.S. Army issue M1911 Colt and hit a 1-foot square target 200 yards away with it.
That's extremely impressive. That's really impressive. I would actually love to see that. I would actually love to see somebody do that. That's amazing.
Consistently?
She stopped the whole range. They were all there at the rifle range. They all stopped firing and watched her.
Yeah, that's like I'm smiling over here. That's extremely impressive. That's badass. That's the only way I can say. The only thing I can say about that is America. That's all I got to say about that. America.
I can do it with maybe a round or 2 out of 7. She does it with the whole 7 rounds.
She's better shot than you are, huh?
Oh yeah. Women are just naturally better shots.
Wonder why that would be.
They don't think about it too much.
Yeah, man, that's really impressive. So, yeah, tell your wife nothing but props from 104. Not that she cares about guys on the radio.
No, not so much.
Yeah, there's who just keyed in there just now. That radio right there. Anyway, I was talking about it earlier. That thing sounds badass.
This thing?
Or me.
Yeah, no, not the guy I was just talking to about guns. It was the other guy.
Yeah, one way or another.
But, yeah, no, it's not doing it now, but it did it before. Yeah, I guess it's not consistent. But, anyway, yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool sounding. It sounds like, it's really neat.
Yeah, you're probably talking about me, and somebody keyed up with me, and then you heard my oscillator working its way into place.
You hear that noise when he first keys up, when he doubles with somebody else. So instead of hearing the feedback's covered up by the double, because I heard it too.
Yeah, it's a heterodyne. There's another signal underneath or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this Imperial, because it takes a microsecond to get itself on frequency.
Yep, that radio right there.
I just keyed with you here. Do it again.
My glowing glass Regency Imperial from 1969.
Let's see.
That was a heterodyne.
Yeah. When I keyed with you, Spitfire, that's where he hears it. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that was what was going on, and I figured it was this radio, because I know this one does that.
It wasn't me just keying with you. It was other folks too, though. I just came in to confirm it.
Yeah, Spitfire, is that what you said? It's his radio.
That's right, my glowing glass antique radio. Antique flea market junk.
Drift. This thing's rock steady.
No, I figured it was this one.
Yeah, whoever said it, this is rock steady. I heard it at the same time you were keying.
Yeah. A lot of tube radios drift a little bit when you key up because it's just the nature of the beast.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a fluke that I'm hearing. It might be because a couple people are keying at the same time, and I'm getting I don't know. But anyway, it's a really cool sound, and I'm pretty sure it's coming from one particular radio. I'm sure Spitfire or Splitfire. I'm thinking it's his radio.
It is my radio, but when somebody keys with me at the same time, you're hearing my oscillator come up on frequency. Because as soon as I key the radio, it's a little bit off, and the oscillator pulls it in. So the radio is actually changing frequency against the steady carrier, and it makes the heterodyne.
If it's not a fluke, it must be a flounder.
Explain exactly why I'm hearing it sometimes and not every time.
That's why.
Yeah, it's not fun.
That's the only other time that I've heard that is when a skip is rolling in.
Because there's a lot of other stations to heterodyne against.
That's right.
My Shakespeare 740 does the same thing. Is somebody trying to help me out?
I was trying to get it so it would do it each time when you keyed for him.
Whoop.
It goes, doo.
Yeah, the oscillator's a little sluggish on this thing.
Sluggish, like a wet sponge.
There's a mod you can do to the to some of the other radios to get that same effect.
Well, why would you want to?
So you sound like a tube radio. Your fake Browning pings.
If you can't have the original, have a copy, I guess.
I'm going to flip it over to that sideband and readjust my clarifier to tune it out so I can hear everybody.
Yeah, turn that gain down again.
Imitation is the finest form of flattery.
Keep sneaking up on that gain. Next thing you know, it's like that in my receiver.
Don't make me key this mall down.
Please.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
You can't afford it.
Quit trying to be somebody or not, because you ain't gonna do nothing.
Bunch of cowards.
Followers. Followers and cowards. That was funny when he was on that kick. Quit being a follower. Cowards.
Nothing but a yellow-bellied coward.
You ain't gonna do nothing. You can't even get your numbers called.
Yeah, this one's a little bit too strong. I can't tune them out. So anyway, this is number 104 of the road trip. I'm stepping on somebody. I apologize, but I'm just gonna sit on the side, wait for this damn train to roll out.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. The trains are always rolling.
With a wave.
I think they'd be in by now.
I did not switch radios.
I didn't either. I'm still Brady bunching it.
Me neither.
Sound of that radio. It sounds like CB, you know?
Yeah, I got the +3 on it now, and I think this is the best absolute match for this radio is this Turner +3.
It's got that big CB old school radio sound.
I knew a guy back in the 70s that had a console too with a +3 on it, and boy, it always sounded good. I remember looking at these things at the coffee break, going like, man, I wish I could afford one of these.
I remember hearing you back in the early 90s when I first got on with my Navajo 441. I'm like, man, what's that guy doing to sound so good?
Running a Yaesu FT757.
Hardly anybody was running ham rigs back then.
Well, a few people did. I mean, there was a lot of people that ran 101s. That was very common.
Not as common as it is now.
Oh, you'd be surprised. There were guys back in the 70s when they first came out that were using them.
Well, I wasn't aware of it.
Yeah, my little redheaded friend up the road had a FT101B, and then later on he had an E.
I didn't even know people were running heat until the 90s. I had no idea, man. I was just your generic CB'er, 4-watt radio and crappy antennas.
Maybe a power mic.
From 1974 to 1991, I was a 4-watt crappy antenna CB'er.
There you go. Mud Duck Mobile.
I remember sitting up there at the farm in my pickup truck. I'd get up there on the hill on the farm and talk down in Norristown. And when I was stationed down at the Philly Navy Yard, but I'd go and spend the weekends up at the farm. And I'd get there in my pickup truck late at night and talk to you guys. I'm like, wow, I'm talking all the way to Norristown? With my 4-watt radio.
Yeah, that was before we had all that damn noise.
Well, I was up on the hill there, and I had a decent antenna on the truck and a ground plane and all. It was a roof mounted, you know, hole through and all. It was a good sized Radio Shack, like 64-inch or whatever that one is.
Yeah, and if you got it on the cab roof, they work pretty well, because that's what I used to run. I had a, what they call a Moonraker 6 mobile antenna. As a Vonti, as a 6-footer.
Oh, the Moonraker.
Yeah, this thing was pretty long, and it was up there on the cab. And I'd get up there on the hill, and on a quiet night, man, I could talk pretty far on that 4-watt radio. It's a TRC 422A.
Used to have one of those marine-looking base antennas. What the hell was that thing?
Big stick?
Nah, it was Radio Shack's version of it. It was, like I said, marine. It looked like a marine radio antenna because it was like this blue color.
Oh, that was that old crossbow.
The crossbow, that was it.
You gotta watch them. You can burn them out with like 75 watts.
Yeah, I just had a TRC 457 on it.
Ah, that's a good radio.
Yeah, I really miss that radio. I wish I could find another one. Someday I will.
Yeah, I had a good one of them too, and I let it go, and I kick myself now for it. But, you know, what are you going to do?
Yeah, the 458 and the 457, exact same board. 457 is at a clock.
And the whole lot, and I was doing, you know, channels up, down, clipping stuff, and, you know, not there with it, but I lent it out to somebody while I worked on their radio, and they up and disappeared on me. I think I was like 16.
Yeah, I had a Sandbagger modified 458, and that thing was awesome. He had a modulation switch on there and a power switch, and I'd set that thing to 110 modulation at 1-watt carrier and send that into my 2-pill, and I was loud.
Oh, yeah. All swing.
That, I had an old tube linear, I can't remember what the hell it was called. It had 2 tubes in it, little metal square box. It was gray in color. I think it was like 100 and some watts.
I remember old Floyd 433 saying, "What the hell are you doing over there? That thing's loud."
The gray square box is probably a DNA, what was it, Hornet, I guess.
Might have been. It was the whole outside of it was basically a grate, and then the front and back were solid. It was little box, and it had 2 tubes in it, and it was basically all transformer.
Yeah, that would have been a DNA Hornet. That was a 2-tuber.
Before I I knew anything about anything, I, of course, you know, didn't know about adjusting it properly, and I smoked the windings in the transformer.
That's 05 Institute Technology approved.
There you go. Use 05 to your amplifier.
You got somewhere you can post that story now.
16. Things happen.
I built my first amp when I was 15.
Nice. Yeah, no, that's when I was just getting into it.
Yeah, but back then you could go to Radio Shack and get all the necessary parts.
For the Zorst thread on the forum.
When you built that amplifier, you could go down to your local Radio Shack and get all the parts necessary, and the tube's cheap.
Well, that's just it. Most of the parts I got, I either scavenged from tech school or I bought at a Radio Shack.
I didn't know nothing about amplifiers at that point.
I plugged it in the first time and fired it up, and all of a sudden it started arcing, man. Bam, 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 bam. It was like firecrackers going off. It scared the living bejesus out of me.
Ah, you started off 05 in your amplifier.
Yeah, it was arcing. It was like, you know, it was only like 800 volts, you know. And it was arcing between the terminal strip. I'm going like, how the hell could it be drawing arcs, you know, that far away?
Came with a built-in Jacob's ladder.
I mean, I would have thought, you know, a couple of 1,000 volts might have jumped that gap, but I didn't think 800 would. I tried to redress wires, and I soaked it all in Corona dope, man, to keep it from arcing, and then that was the end of the problem.
Wait a minute. Corona dope? That's two different... That's two different substances, ain't it? Dope and Corona. You smoke your dope and drink a Corona.
The Corona dope, it was it was an orange, reddish orange stuff that they used to use for TVs. If the high voltage would start arcing, it was supposed to, you know, it was like a super insulator, I guess.
That sounds funny in today's context. Oh yeah, man, Corona dope. I smoking my dope and wash it down with my Corona.
Sounds like something 05 would say.
Uh-huh.
He was a big Corona drinker.
Yeah, break 1-3. Is that where Cold Corona Fridays came from?
That's right. And we got a breaker out there, but yeah, that's where that came from.
Go ahead, Breaker.
Yeah, that's Sparky I hear.
10-4, how you doing, man? You made it right here. Classic Radio Roundup.
At 10-4, Flat Soldiers up. Waving ahead.
Cool, man. Good signal on you tonight. Sounding good.
Yeah, top of the evening there, Landfill. Spitfire down here.
Yeah, 10-4, Spitfire, how you doing?
I'm doing just wonderful. We're having a good time here with our antique radios tonight.
Yeah, 10-4, man. You guys are smoking up there and back.
Running the old SBE, man. SBE Console 2.
And I'm working this glow and glass Regency Imperial from 1969.
What did you say, Regency?
Yeah, that's right. Regency Imperial.
Alright, 10-4, man. Sounding really good.
Yeah, you're doing your thing tonight, man. Good conditions tonight.
Yeah, 10-4. Must be. I mean, I got a good reading on the needle here on you guys. I hear them good, too. Running my old little Cobra 29.
Are you out in the Mobile? You get up on a hill? Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm actually at home on the base.
I think the last time we talked to you, you were up on a hill on the Mobile. But yeah, your base Cobra 29 is doing a fine job tonight. No trouble at all.
Hey, 10-4, appreciate it. Alright, well, I don't want to tie up the channel here. I just figured I'd step in and say hello.
Hey, stop in, say hello anytime we're here. You know that. Classic Radio Roundup. We want everybody to have some fun.
10-4, man. That's why I tried to figure I'd come home and turn it on, see if anybody was still on. Catch you out here.
10-4, always a pleasure making it over South Mountain there. Sounding really good. Just kicking back.
Wednesday night's always the night for CB Radio fun.
10-4. Yeah, buddy.
That's a pretty good hill to get over.
Yeah, that's right. He's doing better up there than some locals do around here.
Oh, yeah. Well, height is might. I got this antenna about 60 feet up in the air.
Well, you're giving me an S7 down here on this old antique Regency Imperial.
Is that 860 feet?
No. 60 feet from the ground. I don't know what the elevation is here above sea level.
Next time you get somebody with a GPS that some of them have altitude, ask them when they pull in your driveway, say, what's your GPS say for height here?
Yeah, it says 4. I know I'm not on the top of the hill. I'm sitting down here at the bottom of town. Come on.
Yeah, you got a pipeline down our way, that's for sure.
Where the hell are you on?
He's up there around Bath.
10-4.
Yeah, I know where that is. That's not exactly next door. You're doing a good job. And always good to hear you coming in down here. It's always nice to have a crowd on Classic Radio Roundup.
Yeah, my mother-in-law was there in Allentown. That hill is 720 foot at the top of the mountain.
Oh, South Mountain is, yeah, that's high. That's a big ridge to get over.
Yeah, try it again there. What was it? I forgot to say it. Side pipes? Somebody, one of the locals was down here talking. I missed what you said.
No, I said it's always a pleasure hearing you guys out here, keeping this CB radio alive. Come on.
Yeah, we do the best we can with what it is that we have. That's why we kind of started this thing off, to keep it going.
All right, 10-4 there, landfill. Good to hear you on the Classic Radio Roundup.
Pretty good.
That's it, landfill. Isn't there another guy up that way with side pipes, though? I don't know why I got them two mixed up.
I got a new RCI 2970 N2.
Yeah, you gotta love those long-distance check-ins on Classic Radio Roundup. We're getting known far and wide.
Yeah, and we're getting wider. Go down to channel 4 then. Roger that. And Leon's getting larger.
I'm averaging 20 to 25 views on the video gates per week.
Yeah, but that doesn't hold a candle to old 05's Gazzy too.
Yeah, well, everybody likes entertainment, and that's pretty entertaining.
Look at it, it's Gazzy.
That Cleveland accent of his. And his two shabbies. That's not two shabbies. That man could butcher the English language.
I blew the fuse. I really would like to know how he's doing. Hopefully he's doing okay. Hopefully he's in some sort of recovery.
Well, maybe one of these days he'll come across Classic Radio Roundup video gates and hear himself being talked about every week.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I already, went through a really bad phase there and moved out with his sister, but don't know how he's done since then. He hasn't made a post on Facebook or anything, so he's kind of off the grid.
Yeah, but I got a really big boat.
It's funny, the house that he was living in down there, with I guess the girl he was living with, now that house has got a little business associated with it, some kind of plumbing service. So I guess she hooked up with another guy who's a plumber or something.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, that old plumber chick at pipes.
Yeah, after being 0-5, she needed her pipes cleaned.
Roto Rooter service. You know, wonder whatever happened to his Porsche and his Hummer and all his equipment.
All his machines.
Yeah, right? I mean, he had all that stuff down there, and did he just leave it all? I can recall you guys talking about he would have like these brass shavings for scrapyard or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, from machining all those aqua leads. You machine them out of brass, you save all the chips in a bucket, you take them to the scrapyard.
Yeah, brass is a valuable metal. I recall a couple conversations about that. Yeah, I got a whole thing, come up and help me move it or whatever.
Actually,
He used to do that stuff in his garage, and he'd get them brass shavings all inside everything, including the big snowman memorial rack there.
yeah. Besides kicking out the rats, I had to kick out the shavings. But number 7 and I made out from that when he moved out and left everything behind from here. Well, his ex-wife called me up and says, "Come get rid of this stuff." So there's all kinds of stuff to get rid of, and that's how I wound up the Snowman Memorial transmitter. But I also wound up with like 12 5-gallon buckets full of brass shavings. And I couldn't do it all. I asked number 7 for help, and I split it with him. That was a nice pile of cash for nothing.
So what did you do? Did you take the shavings over to the recycler?
That's right.
What'd they give you for it?
I got like $600. Well, we split it, but like $600.
Wow.
There was like 12 5-gallon buckets full of brass.
Oh, man. That's not bad.
No, we did all right. I said, "I'll split it with you. You help me." And you know he was on board.
Oh, my God, yeah. And in the pocket, $300. That was a good take for him.
Free money.
Some elbow grease required.
Yeah, just a little bit of lifting. I mean, we were done and, we had cleaned out the garage and all. So for a couple hours worth of work, that's pretty good haul.
Man, oh, Shevitz. Yeah, if you look at that one video, too, he was working on the Porsche, you could see occasionally the camera would pan over and you could see the Snowman Memorial rack sitting there inside.
I remember looking at that thing multiple times over there, and I wasn't quite sure what it was myself. But they kept saying it was a broadcast transmitter. I'm like, no, I know it's not no broadcast transmitter. Look at the frequency coverage.
Yeah, I saw it over there, too, and went like, ugh. It was like too old. But, yeah, I didn't even look to see, because I don't remember knowing at that point that there was a Barker or Williamson in there, because I would have recognized that.
How did he get it from Snowman?
He was supposed to fix it for Snowman, and he never did.
Nah.
Oh, it was broke?
Well, Snowman wanted him to go over it and make sure it worked, and he never did anything with it.
Okay. I thought Snowman gave it to him or something, or they traded or something.
No, it was in Snowman's garage forever. And you know how Gene was always bragging how he could fix everything in the world? Well, somehow or another went from Snowman's garage to Gene's garage. And then Snowman died. And it stayed in Gene's garage.
Stop talking about him. He's dead.
He's dead. Quit talking about him. And then Snowman, he went all unexpected. One day he was here, the next day he was in a hospital, the third day he was dead.
Yeah, I still don't know what the heck that was all about. I mean, by all accounts, he should never have died from that, but something got away.
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't see, but he was otherwise healthy. I mean, he worked, he was an automotive mechanic, for crying out loud.
Yeah, a darn good one, considering he was blind.
It was funny, man. I was multiple times went over there to Joe's to visit him, and he's got the car up on the lift, and he's up there working in the dark. I even said it once. How the hell can you tell what you're doing? Oh, that's right. You can't see anyway.
Yeah, I knew a guy named, we used to go by the handle of Tex, who was blind. He had a Cobra Cam 88, and he used to sit there and talk to us totally in the dark. And Uncle Al and I went over to see him one time, and Al's like, "What the hell are you doing with all the lights off?" And he goes, "What do I need them for?"
Yeah, you don't need no lights. Lights burn out in the radio. He don't care.
This guy's ears were so sharp, he'd sit there and give people meter readings, and he was dead nuts on every time. I looked at the meter while he was saying, "Yeah, you're giving me about a 7 or an 8, you know," and I looked at the meter, and sure enough, he's right. He could just tell by the sound.
Snowman could tell who was on the air by the sound of the key up of the radio. You didn't even have to say anything.
Yeah, he knew how each mic squeaked or keyed. He relays, yeah.
I used to be able to do that when I was a teenager. I knew everybody's sound. Uncle Al used to try to fool me. He'd key up and not say anything. I knew it was him every time.
Yeah, Snowman was really good at that. And he could tell me which radio I was on if I was on a different one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good sharp ears. Well, this guy, Tex, he could decode touchstones in his head.
I could see that.
Somebody would get on the 2-meter repeater or something and hit the touchstones, and he'd say, "Oh, that was 275. He had the number down. They say he's still running around. He's up in, he moved back down to Texas. That's where he originally came from. Funny thing is, he emailed me about a year or so ago. Somehow he found out where I was, and we had a nice little conversation there through email for a while. Real nice guy.
Plenty of nice guys on the radio. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we had a nice lunch up at Burger King today, and I don't hear any of those guys on there right now. They're sandbagging.
Yeah, where's, let's see, oh yeah, how many people showed up?
4.
Yeah, I should say, one of these days I'm off, I'm going to drop in on that. That's not likely to happen.
I just tell my wife I'll schedule a trip to, I gotta go to Home Depot on Wednesdays, and I'm in.
Yeah, where's Hawkeye tonight?
Sandbagging.
Aha!
See? What's going on?
Caught one.
Not much. How's this old SBE sound up that way? Is it making it?
Oh yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, the receiver's really nice. I don't know, mine's all nice. It's quiet. It's got the RF gain. You can adjust it up and down. I like this radio.
Hawkeye's got a Trinidad, man. He would have been right in there with SBE night.